Sunshine will continue through the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, I want to bring in Bailey Millen, talking about a couple of the SKYCAMs. Now, we've been talking throughout much of the morning, what's our favorite SKYCAM? It's like picking a favorite child, isn't it?
Well, I don't have kids, so I don't know about that, but I guess, that's one way to look at it.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like a few new areas will be surveyed for new SKYCAMs later this week, so we wanted to find out how they all work. Just over a year ago, Brian Price was sitting at home watching a tornado storm into Delmont on his computer. That's when he had decided to call KELO and offer his live video feed from his video surveillance company on-site 24/7.
While they were able to look at it live, I was moving the camera for them while I was watching KELO TV and the weather segment. And so it was kind of a neat interaction of me moving the camera, and then they were able to see the results of that through the high definition video that we were using.
One phone call has now created a network of nearly 30 SKYCAMs across KELO. But that's not all Price's company does. On-site 24/7 provides and maintains security cameras across the country, specializing in agriculture and small businesses.
We got over 1,000 cameras that report back to us, and they tell us all day long that they're there. And if any one of those cameras were to go down, we actually know about that, and we reach out to the customer and say, hey, it appears that a camera is down, and with their help, we actually get the system back up and running.
He'll soon have even more cameras to maintain.
Summer is the best time to add these cameras, and so we're actually looking to add cameras south of Sioux Falls and then work into northwest Iowa and southwest Minnesota.
In some of those remote areas, it takes a lot of different devices to get the high-definition video back to the studio.
We'll use an example of this is basically a wireless network that we'll install, and one will be located with the camera and another one will be installed, and we can go up to 10-15 miles with a good line of sight.
Creating that clear sight starts with finding the perfect height.
The neat thing is the higher we get those cameras, the more we can see and the better the pictures, and so we're always looking for really good views.
Each day, Price takes pride in the fact that those views are able to connect all of KELO courtesy of on-site 24/7's cameras.
The fact that KELO through Sioux Falls can actually reach out to outstate areas, and so from Rapid City to Eureka, it's neat to see what's actually happening in those small as well as large communities. So I think it actually brings us all together.
Price also mentioned a few specific towns he wants to add SKYCAMs to, such as Beersford and Elk Point, and he also has a new infrared camera to see more at night, so he might experiment with that a little bit too.
That would be awesome, because
that would be awesome.
We don't use a lot of the SKYCAMs in the morning in the winter because it's so dark.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'd be able to use those a lot more and maybe see some animals like Brianna said earlier.
Sure.
Well, that's Brian's favorite. I know we agreed. I think Yankton is one of our top because of the water. But
right.
The sunrises are always my favorite, and I always post them on my Facebook. I just take pictures here on the screen.
Two gnomes with sleep apnea.